Hello, you're welcome to this channel. Today I will be showing you how I cook ekwang from scratch. Ekwang is a meal that is made out of cocoyam that has been grated and tied in leaves. So originally it is done with cocoyam leaves, which is what I have here. This is the cocoyam leaves and this is the cocoyam. I will be peeling this cocoyam and then I'll go ahead and grate it. You know, you can either use a grater to grate it or you can use a juicer to grind it inside. And I'll also be using crayfish for this recipe. So before we proceed, if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get all the juicy uploads of all your African delicacies. So let's get on with the cooking. I'm going to go ahead now and peel this cocoyam and also shred the leaves into pieces that will allow me to be able to tie the cocoyam inside. So this is the cocoyam, it's all peeled. So what I'm doing now, I'm just grating the cocoyam now before I'll start tying it. So this is the grater I'm using, but if you have a juicer you could easily just grind it inside and it makes it much easier, but since I don't have one yet, I will just go ahead and grate the cocoyams. So you can see the cocoyam, it's been grated, but one thing is, as you can see, it's too dry and hard. You can't go ahead and tie it and wrap it into the leaves like this. If you do it like this, the ekwang will be too hard. So what you will do, you will put in some water, a little bit of water to make it lighter, but not too much water, because if you make it too light, when you wrap it on the leaves, it will be running out. So I will go ahead and mix this water, make it lighter, and then I'll put in some salt, but not too much salt, because after putting in the rest of the ingredients, you will still have to put salt on the ekwang when it's been wrapped. So just put in a little bit of salt in order to wrap it. You put a little bit of salt, mix it and wrap it. So we have the leaves here which have already been shredded. So just shred it into pieces like this, which we'll be using to wrap the cocoyam. I'll show you in a minute how to use the leaves to wrap the cocoyam. And here I have smoked fish and dry fish which has already been seasoned and cooked. You can add in whatever meat you want to add. You can add in beef. Some people use smoked turkey for their one, but today I will be using just the dry smoked fish. Here I have ground crayfish. Here I have onions sliced, and here is the salt I'll be putting in. Here I have some other ingredients as well. Here is dry ground ginger. You also need to put in your ginger, your garlic, and then here I have white pepper, dry ground pepper. Here is the seasoning, and here is a very special spice which goes for ekwang. It is very special because it gives it this beautiful unique flavor, and it's called country onion. We call it country onion in Cameroon. Sometimes some other people call it rondelle. So what you do, you crack it. When you crack it like this, the shell comes out, then you have a seed like this. So what I will do, I'm gonna grind it and I'll put it. Some people just throw it into the ekwang if they are unable to grind it because it's very hard. So sometimes it's difficult to grind, so people just throw it into the ekwang and it will still give it that beautiful flavor. So this is all about the seasoning which I'll be putting. And I also have my broth, you know, from the fish which is already seasoned, which I'll also be putting at the end of it. So what I will just go now, I'll go ahead, mix the ekwang, this water, and put in salt and mix, and then I'll go on to the wrapping. So this is the cocoyam. I have mixed it with water. You can see the consistency now. It's no longer very thick and dry. And also, if you're using the red cocoyam, you need to put in more water because that red cocoyam is really dry and hard. So it needs more water than the white cocoyam. So this is the consistency you want to get before you start wrapping it. So I'll just go ahead and put in my salt. Like I said, not too much salt because you don't want it to be bitter. After wrapping it, you still have to put in some little bit more salt. So I'll go ahead now. So this is the pot I'll be cooking the ekwang in. What you do, you just put in palm oil and just spread it around the pot before you start putting in your wrapped ekwang into it. So basically what you do, this is your cocoyam leaf, this is the inside, you use the outside. You just spread the cocoyam like this, and then you just wrap it. Just wrap it round all the way through like this, and then you just lay it out in the pot like that, so you can see that is how you arrange it in the pot all the way through. And as I arrange it, I'll be putting in the fish, the crayfish. I'll just be spreading in the seasoning. So that's how I'll be doing layer by layer until it's all wrapped. So as you can see, the ekwang is all tied up in the leaves, and I've put in all the seasonings and the fish, the crayfish, the Maggi seasoning, everything basically. So what I will do now, we'll just add in salt. I'll just add in some more salt, and as it gets done, I'll taste it to make sure it's to taste. And then I will also put in hot water, which happens to be the water from the meat broth. Then I'll allow it to cook for about 5 to 10 minutes. Then I'll put in palm oil inside the pot. And of course, I've already put my pepper. So this is the ekwang. It has been boiling for about 15 minutes. I'll just go ahead now and add in my palm oil. So the palm oil has gone in. I'll just allow it to cook some more, and from time to time I will be stirring it. And with ekwang, you don't use a spoon to stir it, you just shake it. You just hold it by the sides, on both sides, with both hands. Cover the pot, and then you shake the pot round. That's how you cook ekwang. You hold it on this side and the other side, then you shake it, you know, with the lid on. Just shake it from time to time. Shake it. From time to time, you just shake it, because if you use a spoon, it's just going to scatter the leaves and everything is going to go so mushy, and you don't want that. So that is how they stir ekwang, just holding the pot on both sides with the lid covered, and then you just shake it from time to time. You can see the ekwang is all ready now. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button if you're happy with this video, and the subscribe button to be a part of this family to get more delicious recipes. Thank you so much. God bless you. Yum, 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 yum.